In part 2 of Talking Edge with Malaysia Airlines Group CEO Peter Bellew, we ask him what keeps him up at night, how his Irish Catholic roots allow him to keep the balance between national pride and business sense, and what the year ahead in aviation looks like for him. What does keep Peter Bellew awake at night these days compared to a year ago?
The only thing that keeps me awake at night ever is safety. So that's our number one concern always, and making sure we're doing everything we can to make sure the flights are safe. So that's the only thing that would ever keep me awake at night. The only thing then that I feel, I'm an old-fashioned Irish Catholic. We suffer from guilt, so I'm very balanced with it. I have a chip on both shoulders. I do feel an overwhelming responsibility to the people of Malaysia that we turn this airline around.
But isn't that dangerous, this mix of pride and business? I mean, your Irish Catholic roots probably ground you in that, but how do you get out of bed in the morning when you know that this is what you have to face?
It lights a fire under you in bed in the morning, gets you out, because it's not just a business. It's bigger than that. Where we work, it is like a family, right? And the people there want to fix this thing for the country. They want to fix Malaysia Airlines and make the rest of Asia look up with pride at what we do and show that out of something that's been through a very difficult time, that it can become the national pride again. That is much bigger goal than just making a business profitable. We could very easily come in and just mathematically try and do that. But to restore back the national pride in the airline, that's a much bigger goal. And I think that's a much more powerful thing that motivates people to go in the extra mile to making things happen.
In a recent interview, you did mention the day that your old boss, Christophe Mola, he came to you. I suppose when you woke up that day, you didn't think that, oh, I'm going to go to work, I'm going to do normal things. Christophe comes to you and says, by the way, I'm leaving. You likened to the fact the day that I think your ex-girlfriend left you. You took all your Bob Dylan out. Is that really true?
It's true.
Is that just a quip that you put in?
No, it's true. Like Christophe's a friend of mine, and so when I heard he was leaving, I was surprised. I was shocked, and to be honest, my initial thought is, well, should I go as well, or should I stay, or will people want me to stay? It's because. That was my feeling. So I was really upset. Yeah, I felt as if I'd been dumped. Oh. So yeah, and a girlfriend did dump me, and she did take my Bob Dylan records as well. So, but hey, that's just a real person's emotional response. I soldiered with him for months and months and months, and he did a tremendous job for this company and for the country. He did his very best, and he set the thing on a really good path. And
but how did you pick yourself up?
It wasn't easy. I had some doubts, and of course then what happens is, as soon as people hear he's going, people start calling you from overseas and saying, I have this job, I have this job, I have this job and this job, and you get a little bit distracted. To be very honest, what happened, we had the commemoration of MH370 was on, and it was on in our offices. It was 50 meters from where my desk was. And I went in there and I saw some of our own crew and the families of the people. And I actually said to myself, hey, you came here for a reason. You came here for a reason to help these people sort this out. So are you going to be a quitter and just quit and take the easy option and leave and go? You came here for a good reason, and you should do that. And that's what I was told at home as well. So that's why I'm still here. And I didn't expect to be CEO, but you're stuck with me for a bit longer.
I think the last time we met also, you did mention how wooing China is going to be definitely on the cards for all of you. You say that actually Malaysia Airlines, after the tragedy for so many years, you've been forgiven to an extent. But now with the search being called off, bad memories again? I mean, not in your bookings, but it'll linger.
Yeah, it's never going to go away. Whatever memory people in the public have for people who work at Malaysia Airlines, it'll live with us every single day, because we will never forget. I work with somebody who lost somebody they were extraordinarily close to. I work with them every day. So for us, we will never forget. But the other part of it is, if you've come through that and you've survived it as a group of people, because Malaysia Airlines, it's pretty much 40 years old. A lot of the people who are there, it is family to them. Their family have worked there. There are dads and sons working in the company. It's that close, and cousins and aunties and uncles. So once we've survived that, and now we're starting to thrive again, there's a certain resilience that builds up in people. There's a certain steel and a backbone that's in the people there, that they want to make this a success. Partly because they've come through this terrible time, and also because that's built in them some resilience, and also because they feel they have something to prove around it.
The last time I met you was actually at the Liverpool deal. You said this was something that, you did without even having a physical meeting, because you knew the people and everything. So how is that working out for you? Have you gotten your money back yet?
The Liverpool thing has been tremendous for us. I think we've more than got our money back this year already. The exposure we got on a very simple basis, we would have had as a company really, really negative stories about the company habitually in a lot of the UK press. Once we did the deal with Liverpool, a lot of the tone of the stories changed, so that the way that the media is treating us has changed.